Yeah, when I wake up and say I'm done, that'll be when I'm already dead. So I don't know how much I'm going to say at that point.
But you're still enjoying working as much as you do.
I love working because every time I work, I get a little better. I try to, and that makes you feel. It feels good to do what you know how to do. If you know how to do it well, it feels good to do it. It also feels good to find out how to do it better. So either way, you got something to feel good about.
Alan Alda has never given up. Acting is what he loves to do, and he'll do it until he drops. He rose to fame as Hawkeye in the comedy drama MASH that followed American doctors during the Korean War. It has the most watched TV finale of all time to this day, with over 100 million viewers. His career continued to soar after that, but recent changes may force him to alter the way he performs, yet it hasn't been able to stop him. Keep watching to hear Alan Alda's tragic health update. He can no longer tie his shoes. Alan's life. Alan Alda was born January 28, 1936 in New York City. He grew up in the Bronx and spent his childhood traveling. His father, Robert Alda, was a burlesque performer and then a screen star. He contracted polio when he was 7. He underwent harsh treatment developed by Sister Kennedy. It required hot woolen blankets placed on his limbs and stretching exercises. He attended Archbishop Stepinac High School in New York. He studied English at Fordham University as well. He got his first taste of radio as a student staff member of its radio station WFUV. He studied in Paris during his junior year there, did a play in Rome, and performed on TV in Amsterdam. He got a Bachelor of Arts in Science and joined the U.S. Army Reserve in '56. He served for 6 months at Fort Benning. He met Arlene Weiss while attending Fordham University. They got married a year after graduation and have stayed together for over 65 years. They have 3 daughters, whom they named Eve, Elizabeth, and Beatrice. He has 8 grandchildren, 2 of whom are aspiring actors. Alan's career. Alan's been fortunate enough to do what he loves from a young age to his golden years. Taking a look back at all he's accomplished before and after his health update shows how determined he is to work no matter how his body feels. Before MASH. Alan began his career in the 50s, flitting around to different comedy and acting groups. He went from the Compass Players to Second City to the Cleveland Playhouse. That got him enough fame to appear on an episode of The Phil Silvers Show in 1958. He then appeared in other stage productions like Pearly Victorious, The Owl and the Pussycat, and The Apple Tree, the latter of which earned him a Tony Award for Best Actor. He joined the TV version of That Was the Week That Was, which ran from January 10, 1965 to May of that year. His official Hollywood debut was in Gone Are the Days, a film version of the play Purely Victorious. He then got parts in films like 1968's Paper Lion and 1969's The Extraordinary Seaman. He was also a frequent contestant on What's My Line and I've Got a Secret. During MASH. The role of Hawkeye Pierce in the 1972 TV adaptation of the 1970 film MASH brought Alan widespread fame. He was the only series regular to appear in all 256 episodes. It got him 21 Emmy nominations and 5 wins. He was also ranked 41st on TV Guide's 50 Greatest Stars of All Time. He was a major part of creating the series. He became a producer and creative consultant near the end, giving the show a more serious tone. He took part in writing 19 episodes, including the massively popular finale. After MASH. Alan became an established actor and director after the hit show ended. His post-MASH roles included The Four Seasons, A New Life, and Crimes and Misdemeanors. 1990's Betsy's Wedding was his final directing credit. He guest starred on ER 5 times and co-starred in the 1993 TV film And the Band Played On. He also returned to Broadway in a production of the play Art in 1998. He joined the cast of The West Wing from 2004 to 2006, appearing in 28 episodes of its final seasons, winning an Emmy for his work. He also appeared in 2005's The Aviator, which earned him his first Academy Award nomination. He lent his voice to the audiobook of World War Z in 2006. He also couldn't stay away from the stage. He won a Tony nomination for Best Featured Actor in a Play for the 2005 revival of Glengarry Glen Ross. He returned in the 2014 production of Love Letters. Alan appeared in 30 Rock a few times over 2009 and 2010. He also hosted a series, The Human Spark, in 2010. He continued to receive acclaim in the 2010s, acting in Bridge of Spies, which was nominated for a Best Picture Oscar. He earned critical praise for the web series Horace and Pete, which IndieWire called his best role in years. The 2016 show Oh Hello at the Lyceum Theater on Broadway was allegedly inspired by his book. Alan then starred in Ray Donovan from 2018 to 2020, and in Ray Donovan the Movie in 2022. He appeared in his 13th film, Marriage Story, in 2019. Alan's other work. Alan Alda is more than an accomplished actor. He's got a long list of philanthropic efforts. He narrated an hour-long special for St. Jude called Fighting for Life in 2005. He and his wife are friends with Marlo Thomas, the daughter of its founder, Danny Thomas. He also worked with Marlo to produce a children's album called Free to Be You and Me. It was one of his first efforts to support women's rights. He later chaired the Men for Equal Rights Amendment and was appointed to the International Women's Year Commission. Alan is also underappreciated for his work to further efforts in science. He hosted Scientific American Frontiers for 14 years. He's also become a visiting professor at Stony Brook University since 2010 and funded its Alan Alda Center for Communicating Science. He's on the advisory board for the Future of Life Institute and the board of the World Science Festival and judge for Mathavision. He's even written works to inspire future scientific efforts. The Passion of Marie Curie is a full-length play inspired by Marie's life during the time she won Nobel Prizes for physics and chemistry between 1903 and 1911. Alan's declining health. Alan's wife was the first to spot strange symptoms in 2015. He wasn't swinging his arms when he walked, and he would act out his dreams in his sleep. He even once hit her with a pillow because he thought he was fighting someone in his dream. They went to the doctor for a brain scan. He got a Parkinson's diagnosis in 2015, announcing it to the public in 2018. He also told People magazine in 2022 that tying his shoelaces was like, quote, playing the violin while wearing mittens. He made sure to give it a positive note as well, saying he got more confident as he began to find workarounds for daily tasks. Updates from friends. Joy Behar, comedian and co-host of The View, also gave an update about Alan's health on the show's Behind the Table podcast. As she put it, quote, he's a friend, Alan Alda and his wife, Arlene Alda. We go out to dinner all the time. She says the two couples have been close since they worked on the 1993 film Manhattan Murder Mystery. Alan's MASH co-star Jamie Farr also stepped in to give an update on his condition. Quote, I have not talked to him in a while, and I know his wife Arlene is looking after him with his Parkinson's disease. Tony Danza is a good friend of mine and lives in Alan's building. Tony tells me Alan jumps rope and does a lot of exercise. He also said MASH had a perfect dream cast. They were also comfortable with each other and likely sympathetic to Alan's condition, despite rumors of feuds between a few of them. Dealing with the condition. Alan's Parkinson's disease has affected many areas of his life, but it hasn't weakened his resolve. One of the most important ways to ease the symptoms is exercise. He expressed in a recent interview the types of workouts he's doing and how his mental state has been since being diagnosed with the condition.
I must say to you that the whole world was, of course, saddened when you revealed your diagnosis with Parkinson's. I just want to ask you how you're doing, and I note from your tweets that you do boxing every week and you play tennis. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I hope the world's not saddened about it, because the whole idea of talking about it was to try to help people lose the stigma. You know, it's hard to keep a secret, and especially if your hands shake or you have some other symptom, it's much more easy to live your life if you just frankly say, yeah, I got Parkinson's, I'm working on it, and I'm working on it, and I'm doing very well.
Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite role of Alan Alda's? Let us know in the comments section below.